Hi, Mars and Ketu are moving closer to each other, and Mars and Ketu are now very strongly in the Leo zodiac sign. I've made a full detailed video, ascendant wise analysis of the Mars transit in Leo. You can check that out on my channel after you watch this video. But I will keep giving smaller updates and some extended analysis on my Patreon channel. A lot of people are saying Patreon pronunciation is wrong. English is not my first language, so Patreon. So Patreon is going to be the platform where I will give some extended analysis. So now Mars and Ketu are kind of fire and ash together. Imagine a volcano. The magma, the lava is below the surface, below the surface of the earth, in the earth's crust, in the mantle, and it is brewing. It is constantly shifting, changing, which causes tectonic plate movements. And when the fissure, the opening becomes very steamy and the pressure is very high, at times we see that there is a volcanic eruption. This volcanic eruption is not a regular event, it is sudden, and it is something that you can't predict, at least by watching the volcano. This is Mars and Ketu, something that is hidden and something that happens spontaneously. A spontaneous reaction of the situation causing events that is uncontrollable, unpredictable. And Mars and Ketu is more like the ash and fire. Mars is energy, Ketu is something to take it away. Ketu in Leo, Leo is also kingdom and rebellion, police, something that is connected with, when you are opposing something, when you're opposing an authority. See, these kind of feeling may develop in your mind and heart, and what you have to do is tell yourself, is it worth it? Because Jupiter is combust. So the logic by which you are getting compelled to react may not be right. So wait until Jupiter crosses the combustion, comes out, becomes Uday, comes back in line of sight, and you are now more aware about the situation, consequences of your act. Because once the action is done, it's like the arrow is out of the, an arrow is out and forced to hit the target, you can't pull it back. Imagine the story when Ashwatthama fired Brahmastra and was unable to pull it back. Imagine the consequence of his action. So don't become an Ashwatthama just because you hold the power. When you start an action, you should have the power to roll it back. Mars and Ketu here in the Leo can affect individuals who have over the top powerful Mars or who are heavily Martian dominated. There are some, this is more like an awareness video, so don't look for ascendant wise analysis. It's a very short video. So for example, you are in the gym and you're hitting the weight that the target, you are achieving the target weight, and suddenly your bone snaps. Suddenly there is a tear in the cartilage or tear in the ligament or an injury. It can be deadly, it can be fatal. Be careful and know your limits, because Mars and Ketu, the problem is it does not know the limits. It challenges the equation, it challenges the equilibrium, it challenges the authority, king, power. I am not saying good or bad, I am saying the justification should be right, the consequence should be positive. If the consequence of your action is negative, at the end of the day, what are you achieving? Also, Mars and Ketu is a problem in electronic industry. That is one thing. Electronic and communication will become a problem. Electronic and communication warfare, hacking, online fraud, you be careful from these things. Mars and Ketu is also a very strong sudden rise in inflammation in the body. Be careful with food allergies, and also you need to be very careful while you are traveling, because this can cause accidents, natural calamities. I will speak more on my other platform, and but here I just want to give you a couple of remedies. Say you are suffering from abnormal anger, say you are suffering from frustration, life is stuck and you really want to do something. Instead of banging your head on the wall, surrender to the divine feminine and pray to Mata Durga. A Durga Saptashati Path, Durga Yajna, Mata Durga Bhajan, Mata Durga Arati, bringing a 9-mukhi Rudraksh in your home are certain things by which you will be able to solve the problems of these kind of planetary energies. And food becomes very important, because how do you get energy? Where is Mars coming from in your life as a form of energy? food. So when sun's energy, solar energy is absorbed, and when that energy is made fuel of the fire, then fuel to the fire, then Mars comes into picture. And with Ketu means assimilation or absorption. So it's complete absorption of energy. So you will see that you may be eating over the top calories during this time. So what you will have to do is set your food right. Don't take food with high calorie value. Don't take food that is more tamasic in nature. Avoid garlic and onion if possible. Avoid non-vegetarian food if possible. Avoid alcohol or red liquids if possible. And donate more food. Consume a little less than what you are normally going to consume. And on Tuesdays, if possible, fast if you are healthy. Every day you should chant Hanuman Chalisa, and if you have a guru, then you can, after the consultation of your own guru, you can chant Bajrang Baan. If you are also stuck in a deep problem, Hanuman Kavach will be a very good remedy. In general, what I am saying. Otherwise, a simple prayer of Hanuman Chalisa, but 7 times or 11 times or 21 times every day is helpful. Remember, Ketu is something where you start and then suddenly you call it a quit. Suddenly you end, you think that you have achieved victory. It is our job to convert Ketu from ash to flag, from ashes to flag of victory. And that can happen after constant struggle. Ketu is like that same grinding force, and Ketu will 100 times tell you that, there is no point moving forward. There is no point expressing yourself. Try to eat up the words, try to consume the negative. This is one way of the Ketu to give you moksha, because the more problems you eat up, the more frustrated you will become. And when you see frustration, you try to find a solution, mostly spiritual. This is just a small advice. I hope this helps. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, namaste.